Hello friends, this is Akshita, your educator. I welcome you all on Sparda Pariksha by Global Online. As we know friends, Global Online platform has launched a complete series for upcoming CTET examination 2022. In this particular series, we were dealing with mathematics paper 1. In today's lecture number 11, we will discuss the topic called geometry. In this, we will discuss the important topics from the geometry as well as the PYQs that have been asked and the questions that can be asked in the examination. Before moving into the video, friends, I would like to tell you that the series that has been launched by Global Online platform will make your preparation so well that you will score maximum marks in the examination and get this guarantee selection also. For that, the series had been launched for Central Eligibility Test 2022. In this complete course, we will be provided with full syllabus theory lectures, practice multiple MCQs, mock test, full syllabus notes, and the course fees is just of 2000 rupees. You just have to go and download the Global Online app and contact us on this given WhatsApp number. Okay, now for the course for the paper 2, now here with the same features, full syllabus theory lectures, practice multiple MCQs, mock test, full syllabus notes, and the course fees is just again of 2000 rupees. For the paper 1 and paper 2, the students who are going to opt for the paper 1 and paper 2 also for the central eligibility test, here the complete course has been launched, a compiled course for paper 1 and paper 2. In this again, full syllabus theory lectures, practice multiple MCQs, mock test, full syllabus notes, and the course fees is just of 3000 rupees for paper 1 and paper 2, friends. So if you want to score maximum marks in the examination and get guaranteed selection, if you want to rely completely on our source, then you can download the Global Online app and contact us on this WhatsApp number for enrolling the course. Once you enroll the course, you can completely depend on us for scoring maximum in the examination. You don't have to depend on different kinds of notes, compilation and sources. You just have this kind of one-stop solution, that is the Global Online. Here you have to go on the Play Store, download the Global Online app. Here you will find such an interface, okay, such interface where store icon is seen, right? You have to click on that icon. You'll go to the page called courses. Here you can search for the course which you want to appear for, as Global Online is a platform where you can find different category of courses like PhD courses, set courses, okay, different set courses, net courses, NTA UGC. So such kind of courses are available over the platform of the Global Online, where you can get the features like live courses, test series, recorded courses also are available here. Okay, so basically you have to go and search for your course, and if you go and search for CTET like this, I have searched here, right? So you will come across such a display where the courses are displayed and the fees will be also displayed over there. Okay, now so in today's lecture we will discuss the geometry wala topic. Okay, in geometry we are going to discuss some of the important points, the necessary requirements for the paper number 1 that we have to keep in mind, like lines and angles. In lines and angles, the point that we have to remember, or the terms that we have to go through, is the very first term is the point. Okay, what is point, what are the lines, what are the rays, what are the collinear pair, and what is the line segment. Let us see this term one by one. Okay, now what is the point exactly means? If we are drawing such kind of a diagram, we are considering these dots are nothing but these are the points. Okay, these are nothing but these are called as the points. Such type of diagram like dotted diagram is nothing but these are the points. Okay, now in points, what kind of question can be asked? The question from here can be asked like, if question given like for example, 1 point is given, right? 1 point is given, and they can ask us like how many lines can pass through this point, this particular point. Okay, how many lines can be passed through this particular point? So answer to the question is, look how much of the lines I can draw through this particular point. I can draw infinite number of lines. Actually, there is no such countings like how much lines can be passed through this particular point. So infinite number of lines can be passed through a single point. So in point we have to remember that dotted kind of diagram is nothing but a point simply. Okay, we don't have to rectify the definition because I'm not even giving the correct definition of the point over here, right? You just have to keep in mind nothing but a dotted structure is the called as point. And whenever we consider a particular point, a single point, many lines, that is infinite number of lines can be passed through a particular point. So one point, if we are considering one point, so the important fact regarding this is infinite number of lines can be passed. This can be passed through this particular point. Okay, infinite numbers of lines can be passed. If I asked you a second question over here, if I consider there are 2 points, if there are, for example, there are 2 points, we consider this red dotted as these 2 points. So I ask you the question over here that how many lines can be passed through these 2 points. Okay, how many lines can be passed through these 2 points? Now let us change the color of the pen. Okay, here we can see that only a single line can be drawn from these 2 points at same time. Okay, I'm not saying that particular single point mein se kitne lines ja rahe, no. I'm asking you here that from 2 points how many lines can be passed simultaneously. So basically from 2 points only a single line can be passed. So if you are considering 2 points over here, if you are considering the 2 points, only one line can be passed through them. Only one line can be passed through them. We can say simultaneously. Okay, simultaneously. So basically the very first point that we have seen in geometry is the term called as point. So point is nothing but a dotted structure, and in this we have to remember 2 points. That is, if we consider a particular point, infinite numbers of the lines can be drawn or passed through it, and if we consider 2 points, okay, for that we can only draw a single line, okay, that can be passed through both the points simultaneously. So this was the term called point. Now moving to the second term, that is what is line. Now let us discuss what is the line. Term number 2, line. Okay, for example, I consider 2 points, this is a particular line, that is A, B. So here how we are denoting the line, how we are actually showing the line. Here we are showing the line with the 2 arrows at its end. Basically line, it means we have the 2 arrows at the end of them. What does this 2 arrow indicates? This 2 arrow indicates that line doesn't have any end. That is basically A can be started from minus infinity, and B is something that can be moved to plus infinity. So basically this has no end. Line is something which can be extended in minus infinity also, and B where the point can be extended to plus infinity also. Basically line has no end. Okay, so this is why we indicate the line via 2 headed arrows. Okay, we are indicating the line by 2 arrows over here, one at one end, another at the other end. Okay, basically it means that A can be extended as much as we want to up to minus infinity, and B can be extended as much as we want to up to plus infinity. So this has no end basically. So this is what about the line. Now in line we have to keep the one thing in mind. If we are indicating this AB as line, we will denote it as AB in this way. Symbolically the line can be represented as any line. For example, XY is the line, we will indicate it by the double headed arrow. Okay, in this way we are indicating the line. The 2 arrows on side of a particular line, on opposite side of the particular line, indicates that this is the line. Okay, this is XY, for example AB. This is what we how indicate the line. So this was the second term that we have discussed. Now moving to the third term, that is ray. Now how the ray can be explained, consider any one particular dot or a point and one sided arrow. So basically a line जिसके आगे what is there, arrow is there, and one point is indicating that this particular point is indicating that this particular ray has been started or initiated from this particular point. Okay, and this arrow is showing that, for example, I am considering this point, this is a fixed point. Okay, this is a fixed point, we are considering this fixed point as point A, and this is the B. Okay, so B indicates that there is no end, B can move up to plus infinity also. So basically A is a fixed point that cannot be moved backward, this cannot be moved backward. Okay, so this is the fixed point, and the B indicates that, the B that is with an arrow indicates that it can be extended to plus infinity also. So basically a ray is a particular diagram in which we are considering a fixed point and an arrow at the other end, which is showing that we can extend it up to the infinity also. Okay, in this way, this was about the arrow. Now how the ray can be indicated, the ray can be indicated, for example, this is the ray called AB. How we will denote it? We'll denote it by this diagram. Basically a single headed arrow is denoting a ray. In this way we'll denote the ray. Now the very next term that we will discuss over here is line segment. Now what is line segment? The fourth term, line segment. Now we have discussed about the line. As I told you, line is something with the double headed arrow. It means that we are extending the line, we can extend the line to minus infinity also, and we can extend it to the plus infinity also. Basically it can be extended from both the ends. Okay, but what does line segment indicates? Line segment indicates that it is a particular part, it is a certain amount of the part of a particular line. If we are considering a line and from that line a certain amount, certain part or a particular part of the line is considered, then that segment is called as a line segment. For example, in this particular line I am considering this part, this certain part, this fixed part, then this fixed part, this segment of this line is nothing but this is called as the line segment. This is nothing but this is called as the line segment. Okay, for denoting it we will use a symbol like this, XY segment. So this is nothing but this is the line segment where we are considering a particular or a certain part of a particular line. Okay, in this way this was the fourth term of the lines. Okay, we were discussing the lines. In lines what we have seen, the very first thing we have seen, what is the point, what is the point exactly called, how many lines can be passed through a one single point, and how many lines can be passed through 2 points. Nextly we have seen line, nextly the term we have seen is ray, and then the line segment. Now moving to the very next term, that is what is parallel lines. What are the parallel lines? This will be the fifth term, parallel lines. Now what are the parallel lines? Parallel lines, consider these two particular lines, that is AB and this is the PQ. Okay, these are the two particular lines. They have a particular distance, that is a certain amount of distance or a fixed distance between them. Distance is fixed. Okay, distance between them is fixed and it remains the same. It remains the same. Okay, so such lines in which the distance between these two particular lines, the distance is remaining the same and they never intersect. Intersecting means what? If this is a particular line and this is another line, okay, after some period of time these two lines are going to intersect, that is going to touch with each other, is nothing but intersection. Okay, this is called as intersection. So in case of parallel line, such kind of intersection is not seen. Okay, so these lines are called as the parallel lines, nothing but the parallel lines. Parallel lines means if you are considering two lines, that is AB and PQ, the distance in them is remaining fixed or remains the same, they never intersect with each other, are called as the parallel lines. In parallel lines, how we'll denote these parallel lines? Line AB is parallel to line PQ. This is how we indicate the parallel lines. Okay, this was the term called parallel lines. And nextly, the term that we have to learn over here is collinear pair. Now what is collinear pair? Consider a particular line. If we are considering this line as MN, okay, in this line, if I make particular dots like A, B, C, D, okay, these are the points that I have mentioned on the line called as MN. Okay, now in this, all the points lying on the single line, okay, all the points that lie on the same line are nothing but they are called as collinear pair. Here basically A, B, C, D, these points are nothing but these are called as the collinear pair. These are nothing but these are called as the collinear pair. We have considered a particular line called MN. In this line I have dotted some of the points or mentioned some of the points, and all the points are lying on the same line. These are nothing but these are called as the collinear pair. This was a term that we have to keep in mind. Okay, here in lines, the things that we have learned is point, line, ray, collinear pair and line segment. These were all the topics from the lines. Okay, and the topics that we terms that we have gone through is, the very first term is called as point. In point we have seen this is nothing but the dotted structure, and from a single point we can carry infinite number of lines can be passed through it. Okay, nextly we have seen the 2 points. From 2 points only a single line can be passed through them, and then we went to the term called as line. In line what we have seen is it is a two-headed arrowed line in which both the sides can be extended. Okay, but in case of but here when we went to the ray, in ray what we have seen, it has one fixed point from which arrow has been emerged, and this arrow can be extended to plus infinity as well. And how it is denoted we have checked it out. And nextly line segment. Line segment is nothing but it is a segment or a particular certain part of the line, and this is called as the line segment. And how it is denoted, that also we have seen. And nextly parallel lines. Parallel lines are nothing but these are the two lines which in which the distance remains the fixed and they never intersect with each other. And the collinear pair were the pair of the pair or we can say the points that have been dotted on a particular line, and all these dots are nothing but what are these called? These are called as the collinear pair. Okay, all the points lying on the same line. Transverse line was something that is very important. Transverse line, it means a line that passes through these two parallel lines, and this transverse lines is responsible for creation of different angles that we will learn now in detail. Okay, now let's move to the topic called as angle. Okay, in angles what are the terms that we are going to learn? The very first term will be acute angle. Now what is acute angle? Acute angle is an angle which is less than that of the 90 degree. Angle that is less than that of the 90 degree is called as acute angle. Angle less than 90 degree. Less than 90 degree, okay, is called as acute angle. How it is denoted? Theta is less than 90 degree. Theta is nothing but the angle. Okay, now diagrammatically we can represent it as like this. Okay, this is for example 60 degree. So this is called as acute angle. Here theta is equals to 60 degree, and this is nothing but this is called as acute angle. As we know, this is the 90 degree. Sorry, this is the 90 degree, right? This is the 90 degree. So angle less than that of the 90 degree. कितना भी angle अभी ले लो अभी आप यहाँ पे. If we consider this angle, if we are considering this angle, this one, all these are nothing but these are less than that of the 90 degree. It means this is called as the acute angle. Okay. Nextly, the second term that we'll discuss is obtuse angle. Now what is obtuse angle? Obtuse angle is an angle which is greater than that of the 90 degree. Okay, more than 90 degree is called as obtuse angle. How it is denoted? Theta is greater than that of the 90 degree. So basically whenever the theta is greater than that of the 90 degree and less than that of the 180 degree, this is called as obtuse angle. Angle less than that of 90, less than that of 180 and greater than that of 90 degree is called as the obtuse angle. And how it is denoted? We denote it, for example, we are drawing an angle over here. As we know, this is what? This is 90 degree. Okay, this is 90 degree. And this angle is nothing but this is almost around 130 degree if we consider. So this angle is called as obtuse angle, 130 degree. Theta is equals to 130 degree. This is the obtuse angle. So this is all about the two terms that we have learned in angle. One is the acute angle less than that of the 90 degree, obtuse angle more than that of the 90 degree and less than that of the 180 degree is obtuse angle. Now moving on to the third term. The third term that we will learn over here is the right angle. Simple. Right angle is nothing but 90 degree, where theta is equals to 90 degree is called as a right angled. Okay, so how it is denoted? This is denoted as 90 degree if you are considering it as A, B. So here theta is equals to 90 degree. This is nothing but this is called as a right angle. Okay, so this was the third term. Now moving to the fourth term. Let us discuss the fourth term. The fourth term is complementary angle. Complementary angle. Now what are the complementary angles? Complementary angles, for explaining the complementary angle, when two different angles summation is equals to, when two different angles summation is equal to 90 degree, then that angles are called as complementary angles. These two different angles are complement to each other. These are the complementary angles. When two different angles, as I told you, for example, we are considering one angle, that is theta 1 is equals to 30 degree and another angle, that is theta 2 is equals to 60 degree. So basically when we do theta 1 plus theta 2, this equals to 30 degree plus 60 degree, it means is equals to 90 degree, right? So these both angles, that is theta 1 and theta 2, these are called as, these are the complementary angles. These are complementary angles. So basically when two different angles summation is equals to the 90 degree, then that angles are called as the complementary angle. The very fifth term that we will learn over here is the supplementary angles. Okay, now what are the supplementary angles? Supplementary angles, in case of the supplementary angles, the summation is equal to 180 degree. That is, as in the complementary angle we have seen that we have considered two different angles, right? Similarly here we have to consider two different angles, for example theta 1 and theta 2, and this supplementary angle summation is equivalent to 180 degree. For example, we are considering the theta 1 is equals to, for example, 100 degree and theta 2 is equals to 80 degree. So when we take the summation, that is 100 degree theta 1 and theta 2 is equals to 80 degree, this is equals to 180 degree. So basically theta 1 and theta 2, both the angles are called as supplementary angles. Okay, these are called as supplementary angles, as the summation of both the angles is equal to 180 degree, and in case of complementary degree it was 90 degree. Okay, this was the fourth term about the supplementary angle. Nextly, the sixth term is reflex angle. Now what is reflex angle? Basically in reflex angle, theta is greater than that of the 180 degree. Here the theta is greater than that of the 180 degree. For example, if I consider here, this is A, B and this is, for example, 240 degree. So basically this angle 240 degree, this particular 240 degree angle is nothing but it is called as reflex angle. Whenever the theta is greater than, here the theta is greater than this angle, this particular angle is greater than that of 180 degree, this is called as the reflex angle. Okay, the next term that we will see here is the complete angle. Now what is complete angle? This is the seventh term, complete angle. In case of complete angle itself says that basically it is completing one particular rotation, we can say. So here whenever it is forming the complete, that is theta is equals to 360, we call it as complete angle. This is making a complete sense, making the complete angle over here. So this is called as, this is nothing but what we call it as, we call it as 360 degree. That is theta is equals to 360 degree, and this is forming the complete angle. Okay, so this was all the terms. Again, one term is left out over here, that is the straight angle. What is the straight angle? Now straight angle, it means here the theta is equivalent to 180 degree. Now how we can denote it diagrammatically? For example, this is how we denote it. Here it is forming 180 degree angle. Okay, this is forming 180 degree angle. This is nothing but this is called as the straight angle. Okay, this is the where theta is equal to 180 degree. So this was all the terms that we have discussed about the angles. In angles, what are the terms that we have discussed? Acute angle, it means angle is less than that of the 90 degree. Nextly we have seen is obtuse angle. In obtuse angle we have seen the angle is greater than that of the 90 degree and less than that of the 180 degree. This is important, please do screenshot it. In right angle, what we have seen, theta is equivalent to 90 degree. In complementary angle, we have seen two different angles where summation is equivalent to that of the 90 degree is the complementary angle. In case of supplementary, we have seen two different angles with summation of 180 degree are called as the supplementary angles. In reflex angle, we have seen that the angle is greater than that of the 180, and in complete, we have seen 360 degree, that is theta is equals to 360 degree. In straight angle, we have seen theta is equals to 180 degree. These were all the terms that we have discussed in the angles. Now nextly, angle pairs. Now angle pairs, now what are the different angle pairs that are formed, that we will discuss now again. Now the very first term over here is the adjacent angle. Now what are the adjacent angle? Let us discuss that. What is the adjacent angle? For example, we are considering here, this is angle A, this is angle B. So in this both the angles here, if we find out, both the angles are having same vertex, that is they are forming, or they are made up of same point, they are made from the forming from the same point, they are forming from the same point, then such kind of angles are nothing but these are the adjacent angles. Adjacent angles, the term directly indicates that they are adjacent to each other and they are forming from the same vertex and forming from the same point. These are called as the adjacent angles. The second term that we will discuss here is the complementary angles. Now what are the complementary angles is something that we have already seen. Complementary and supplementary, supplementary is already done. Here complementary, once again, if we denote the complementary angles, how we will denote it, let us check it out once. Complementary angle, for example, this is x, this is y. So basically x plus y is equals to 90 degree. Okay, here the theta 1, theta 2, that is x plus angle y, angle x plus angle y is equals to 90 degree. This is how we denote. And if we go for the supplementary angle, how we will denote it? Supplementary angle, for example, we are considering this A and this as B. Okay, here angle A plus angle B, if we do, this is equals to 180 degree. Okay, this is how we denote it. Theta 1 plus theta 2 is equals to 180 degree. Now we know the perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines means what? This is how the two lines are getting cut at 90 degree. Okay, this was all about the perpendicular line. Okay, now if we go for the parallel lines, as I have told you in the line wala section, in line wala topic, that if two lines are adjacent to each other, if two lines are are separated from a particular distance, then that particular lines are never going to intersect with each other, then they are called as the parallel lines. And whenever we pass one particular line through it, and this line I called it as transversal line. Okay, this transversal line is responsible for creating different angles. Now let us see what kind of angles it is going to be responsible for forming. Okay, transversal line. Let us discuss about the angles over here now, one by one. For example, I'll consider this as angle A, this as angle B, this as C and D, and this as E, F, this as G, and this as H. Okay, these are these particular lines. Now the very first term that we will discuss in this will be in this is the diagram. This is a common diagram that I will use over here now for explaining different angles over here. The very first is the corresponding angles. What are the corresponding angles now? Corresponding angles, it means, see, this particular transversal line is responsible for creating the different angles over here. If we go for angle A, this is angle A, this angle A and angle E, these are called as corresponding angles. Okay, angle A and angle E, this is what? A pair of a corresponding angle. Okay, nextly angle B and angle F, this is again a corresponding angle, right? Angle B and angle F, this is a corresponding angle. Nextly, if we see in the diagram, angle C and angle G is the corresponding angle, right? Nextly, angle D and angle H is again corresponding angle. Nextly, this was the first term. If we go for the second term now, that is vertically opposite angles. Now what are the vertically opposite angles? Let us check that. Vertically opposite angles. Go into the diagram once and check it out. Vertically opposite angles, it means angle A and angle D are vertically opposite angles. Angle A and angle D is nothing but this is the vertically opposite angle. How we will denote it? Angle A and angle D is one pair of vertical opposite angle. If we see angle B and angle C is again, angle B and angle C is again vertically opposite angles. Angle B and angle C. Nextly, angle E and angle H are vertically opposite angle, and angle F and angle G is again vertically opposite angle. This is all about the vertically opposite angles, the second term. Now the third term that we will learn over here is interior angles. Interior, the word itself denotes that angle which are from the inner sides. If we see the inner sides of this parallel line, we find angle C, angle D, angle E and angle F are present in the interior side. Okay, so if we go for the interior angles, which are these interior angles, then answer will be angle C, angle D, angle E and angle F. These all are the interior angles. Like take a look at the diagram. That is angle C, angle D, angle E and angle F are at the interior side. These are the interior angles. Similarly, if we go for the exterior angles, what we can find is angle A, B, G, H are at the exterior side, that is the outer side. So angle A, B, G and H is nothing but these are the exterior angles. Let us note it down once. The fourth term is the exterior angles. So basically here angle A, angle B, angle G and angle H. Look at the diagram. Angle A, angle B, angle G and angle H are the exterior angles. The fifth term that we will learn over here is alternative angles. Now what is the alternative angle? Alternative angle, it means that, for example, in this particular diagram, Here angle A and angle F, angle A and angle F, these are called as the alternative angles. These are what? These are the alternative angles. So angle A and angle F in the diagram is the alternative angle. So angle A and angle F. So this was all about the angles that we have discussed over here. We have seen the different kinds of angles, like the very first adjacent angle, the second complementary angle. In adjacent angle, we saw that they are forming from the same point. In complementary angle, the summation is equals to the 90 degree. I have denoted it diagrammatically over here. Supplementary angles, angle A plus B is equals to 180 degree. Then we have seen the responsible thing, that is the transverse lines for these different angles, that is the corresponding angles. Then we have seen the vertically opposite angles, interior exterior angles, and the alternative angles. This was all about the angles and the lines that we have discussed today. So we will discuss many other terms over here again, and many questions. One the basic angle has been left, that we will take it once, and then we will move to the second part in the next lecture, that we will discuss many questions over there. So the term that I will discuss, that is left, that I will discuss first, then in the next lecture we'll discuss the questions. Okay, the term that we have to see is vertically opposite angle. Now what is a vertically opposite angle? If we are considering these two lines which are intersecting at particular point, okay, this is responsible for forming many angles. For example, this is A angle and this is B angle. This is, for example, M, and we take this as N. Okay, here angle A is equals to angle B. These are nothing but these are the vertically opposite angles, that is angle M is equals to angle N. This was the topic for the vertically opposite angle, the term, sorry, for the vertically opposite angles. Here we can find that the angle A is vertically opposite to that of the angle B, and angle M is vertically opposite to that of the angle N. So this was the term that we had to learn in this geometry wala topic. We have seen about lines, what are the points, rays, then line segment. Nextly we have seen the parallel lines, collinear pairs, what are the transverse lines. Okay, transversal line, what is transverse line? Okay, why is it responsible for forming the different angles, like that is acute angle, obtuse angle, right angled triangle, complementary, that is supplementary angle, reflex angle, complete angle, straight angle. What are the angle pairs? We have seen that is adjacent angle, complementary, supplementary angles. Okay, corresponding angles, vertically opposite, interior exterior, alternative angles, and vertically opposite angles again. Okay, so this was all about today's lecture. In this lecture we have discussed the geometry का सभी important terms regarding the lines and the angles. So that was the end of today's lecture. Once again, if you want to enroll the course, you can go through this following steps, or you can simply contact us on this given WhatsApp number for enrolling the course with the very important features that are responsible for getting your selection in the examination, like full syllabus theory lectures, again multiple MCQs will be provided, mock tests will be taken up here over here, full syllabus notes in the form of PDF will be provided, and the compiled course for paper 1 and paper 2, the fees of just 3000 rupees. If we go for paper 1, 2000, and if we go for paper 2, 2000, and if you are going for both the papers, then the fees is just of 3000. Just do enroll the course and make your preparation boost with the global online platform. And thank you for watching today's lecture. If you want such lectures more, do like the video and comment in the comment section if you want any kind of suggestion regarding, if you have any kind of suggestion regarding the video wala portion. Also at the same time, if you have any kind of doubts, you can comment in the comment section, and do mention the stuffs that you want to make included in these videos. Thank you for watching my video, and if you like the video, please comment in the comment section and do subscribe the channel and hit the like button. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.